The village of Ravenswood lay shrouded in mist, its residents whispering tales of a long-forgotten tragedy. It was here that I stumbled upon an old, worn journal belonging to the enigmatic Dr. Emma Taylor. As I delved into her notes, I found myself drawn into a world of unexplained occurrences and unsolved mysteries. Theories swirled around me like the mist that veiled the village. Some said it was the work of malevolent spirits, while others believed it was the result of scientific experimentation gone wrong. One thing was certain: the truth behind Dr. Taylor's disappearance remained a secret known only to her journal's yellowed pages. I had always been fascinated by the unexplained phenomena that surrounded Ravenswood. People spoke of strange lights flickering in the trees, disembodied voices echoing through the night, and eerie shadows that seemed to move of their own accord. Some said it was the result of an ancient curse, while others believed it was a manifestation of some otherworldly force. I was determined to unravel the mystery, to find the source of these occurrences. The journal revealed to me a tangled web of theories and observations, each one more fascinating than the last. Dr. Taylor's notes spoke of anomalous readings in the local environment, whispers of an invisibility cloak that defied explanation, and cryptic references to a secret organization operating in the shadows. It was as if she had been hunting for answers, searching for something just out of reach. I spent countless nights poring over the journal, following the breadcrumbs of evidence that Dr. Taylor left behind. I spoke to the villagers, gathering their stories and piecing together a narrative of what had transpired. The more I learned, the more I became convinced that there was truth in the whispers. Something sinister lurked beneath Ravenswood's surface, waiting to be uncovered. And then, the unthinkable happened. As I delved deeper into Dr. Taylor's research, I began to experience strange occurrences myself. Doors creaked open and shut of their own accord, disembodied voices seemed to follow me through the night, and I caught glimpses of shadowy figures darting around the edges of my vision. In a desperate bid to understand what was happening, I followed Dr. Taylor's final clue, an entry in her journal that hinted at a connection between Ravenswood and an ancient, long-abandoned mine on its outskirts. The darkness seemed to writhe around me like living tendrils as I approached the entrance. Something primal, almost animalistic, stirred within me. Steeling myself for what lay ahead, I stepped into the mine's depths, guided by a faint light that Dr. Taylor had left behind. As we walked deeper into the tunnels, the shadows seemed to grow thicker, more oppressive, until it felt as though I was being watched from all sides. Suddenly, the air around me fell silent, even the sound of dripping water ceased. The stillness hung heavy, weighing upon my chest like a physical force. And then, without warning, Dr. Taylor's voice whispered through my mind, "They're coming for you." The light died, plunging me into total darkness. Panic set in as I stumbled back through the tunnel, desperate to escape the abyss that seemed to be consuming me. In that moment of desperation, something changed within me, something primal and ancient awoke. I emerged from the mine on all fours, the cool night air slapping against my skin like a slap in the face. The villagers stood around me, their faces twisted with fear as they whispered, "What's wrong with you?" I looked up at them through bloodshot eyes, unsure of what to say. All that remained was the faint memory of Dr. Taylor's voice, a warning that had saved me from an unspeakable fate. They never knew what happened within those tunnels. They never saw the shadowy forms dancing around us or heard the screams muffled by the darkness. I was left with the haunting knowledge that there were secrets buried beneath Ravenswood, waiting to be unearthed. In that moment of silence, something within me cracked, a hidden door swung open, and a different world beckoned. It is one thing to explore unsolved mysteries, it's another thing altogether when you become part of them. Dr. Emma Taylor was never found, but the echoes of Raven's Peak still linger in my heart. Ravenswood whispers secrets in the wind, I can feel it, like a cold breath on the back of my neck. The darkness has changed me, transformed me into something akin to a shapeshifter, moving unseen and unheard through shadows. What do they whisper to you when night descends? Will you find your answers or join them in their haunting songs? As I vanish into the swirling mists, Ravenswood's secret lies etched on my soul, and in yours, for an eternity.